Hello everyone, my name is Bridget and welcome to the What I Eat in a Day Spring Edition. I eat very different things following the season at the different times of year, and so this is dedicated to what I'm eating in the spring, which is my favorite season actually, because it's all about raw, living, sprouting foods, and I just vibrate so much higher when I'm eating these kinds of foods, and I love the new life, the new energy, and so let's get into it. So I usually start off my morning with just some water, maybe lemon water, but usually just water, and then I have my smoothie.
All right, so I start by adding chia seeds to water and then blend them up. And then I add maca green powders and spirulina, of course, and wild blueberries and any other kind of berries. I'm filling maybe acai, some water, and some dulse. Get in that iodine. And it masks it with the berry flavor. And of course, some amazing organic protein. And there we go. Got an amazing black smoothie. That's how I like it. Super nutrient dense and delicious.
So there's tons of YouTubers and people talking about smoothies, and everyone's doing smoothies all the time. But I wanted to give you a few key points as to why I do my smoothie the way that I do it, because it's very strategic. The first thing that you may have noticed is that I use chia seeds, and chia seeds are my base because they are full of omega-3 fatty acids. We need them. 90,000 people die a year in America from omega-3 deficiencies, which is crazy. And one of the great ways that you can get them in is through chia seeds. There's other great forms, and we need the long chain as well, but this is a great short chain solution. And the key is if you notice, I ground them up. Now, a lot of these things are new and we don't really know how to use them. And so you might see like chia seeds sprinkled on those gorgeous Instagram smoothie bowls, and that's not how you want to eat them. You can't absorb anything. They actually like mess up your digestion and stuff if you do it that way. So you really want to soak them or grind them to make them bioavailable and to get the best benefit out of them. So another thing that's very important in the smoothie was the quality of the protein that I'm using. Most protein powders are crap out there. It's taken me years to find an actual good one. And some of them are organic, but then they have grains and natural flavors and all these weird ingredients, or then you find a really good one, but then it's not organic. All these strange things. So I finally found a really good one, and I'm really excited about it. It's called Truvani. I'll put the link below so you can check it out. And I partnered with them because I love it so much, to such a degree that Patrick and I have been pounding it. And we only have the small pack. This is all I have left because I'm out of the giant bag of the vanilla. And so they have these really cute little packs that I take when traveling. They taste really good, and you can just shake them up and drink them, put a little green powder in there too. So they're perfect for travel, these little guys. But usually I have my big bag. And it's amazing because it's organic, 5 ingredients, grain-free, real vanilla. So good. So I'm really happy to have found it, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Because if you're having those kind of weird proteins lots of days during your week or every day, it's really important to get the high quality stuff in there. So one of the things that you may have noticed is that I didn't put bananas in my smoothie. I don't really eat bananas unless I am in Maui and I'm getting them fresh off the land in an environment where they naturally come from, because the seeds actually can then be planted and grow, whereas a lot of this stuff, the bananas you're getting in the store, they actually can't, even if they're organic, actually germinate and create a new banana, which means it is infertile, and it thus doesn't have that life force that we're looking for. So I do my best to have as many kind of like wild fruits as possible, and stay a little bit more away from the banana. It's also really high in sugar. Now that I've kind of gotten off of feeding the parasites and all the bacteria and stuff in my body, I don't do as much sugar. And so if I actually have like a whole banana in a smoothie, I will be cracked out. So that's another reason too. So just something to note. It's like obviously a banana is going to be better than like a bunch of sugar or a Coca-Cola or something like that. But just noticing how much you're having. Do you need as much? And that texture is replaced by the chia seeds, or you could do avocado. So those are great solutions as well. Now, a few other things in the smoothie. You really want to get really high quality algae. So that spirulina, I have the link to my favorite one in the description below, and you can do your own research, but it's just really important because those are chelators. They pull the heavy metals out of the body, and so if they are in an environment where they're taking in radiation, Hawaii and other places like that, they might not have the availability to take that in for you and help you with that, or they might already be toxic. So it's very important to get really clean algae and stuff like that if you're going to be using them and eating them in your diet. So those are some of the primary things in the smoothie. One last thing, because I'm going to be getting into all the other things I eat in the day, and this is just the beginning, is that the smoothie and the juice, because I do a lot of liquids in the spring and the summer, it's very important to be getting in your fiber, because 98% of Americans are fiber deficient, like way fiber deficient. And so if you took away coffee from America, I think we would have massive constipation. Like, I don't think people would be able to go to the bathroom. So it's really important that we're getting a lot of fiber, fibrous, rich vegetables and fruit that keeps everything moving. And oftentimes in the juicing, it takes out the fiber, and this has fiber, but it's in a different form. So it's really important to be getting in the fiber if you're going to be doing a lot of liquids. The good thing is these kinds of things are very easy to digest, so it's a good transition for your body system to be able to process more of these raw and healthy, nutrient-dense foods. If you are having, say, bodily stuff happening as you transition to a healthier diet, it is probably because your body's new to the fiber and it needs to activate and generate more of the healthy bacteria that feeds off of those things and rebalance the microbiome. So let's get into lunch.
And for lunch, homemade sprouted crackers, recipe again down below. I used to sell these all across the Western United States when we were in community. Super good, nutrient dense, and of course, sunflower sprout salad with spirulina, olive oil, lemon juice, little nutritional yeast, super delicious. Now, this is a hummus I got from the farmer's market, but I make usually my own sprouted seed hummus. Again, raw, delicious. You can check that recipe out down below. And then, of course, adding cucumber and avocado, little paprika and salt, and we're ready to go.
All right, welcome to my lunch. I was not gonna let you watch me eat the sprout salad because it is the most gross thing to watch people eat it. They used to have it at this restaurant in Sedona, like the very similar salad, and I think they took it off the menu just because literally you can't eat it in front of people. So that would be the only thing, but it is an amazing salad and so good to get the spirulina in a different way than a smoothie. It might be an acquired taste, but it tastes really good to me. So now I'm gonna eat my raw crackers, and of course, the spring is dedicated to the liver. So we're all about getting in the greens to support the liver, which is why I'm all about the juicing and the sprouts and like those vibrant things to help cleanse in that way, and why I'm more into the raw foods at this time of the year. So here's my little raw sprouted cracker with avocado, which is super exciting. It's like a take on avocado toast, except fully raw version. And then in the next section, I'm gonna show you another snack or like lunch that I would do. That one is definitely an acquired taste. You can use the Thai sauce that I'm gonna make and show you guys to just use it as a salad dressing, which is really, really good, or you can add it with the kelp noodles and other things. You can also add the kelp noodles the way that I'm gonna show you how to do it with a cashew cheese and make an epic, really good cheesy pasta that's super, super good as well. So you can play with it in many different ways. So enjoy that. That's next up.
Okay, so we have to soften the kelp noodles, which is done by baking soda, apple cider vinegar, and a little salt soaked in water to make them actually turn into a pasta-like texture. This is the secret of heaven right here. Like 0 calorie, mineral rich kelp pasta. What? Super amazing. So I highly recommend trying it out. And this is the Thai version, but of course you can make it Italian. So let's get on with it. We are now going to embark on the amazing Thai dressing with some chickpea miso, raw tahini, toasted sesame oil, a nice chunk of ginger and lime. and salt. And seriously, it's the best. You can put it on any salad or whatever you want. Add a little water, blend it up. And now we have our amazing nori that we're going to add to the kelp noodles that have soaked, and some good red pepper and green onion to the mix. Cilantro, you know I'm obsessed, and some cabbage. So now we have it, and just mixing in that dressing, letting it soak in if it's still a little bit crunchy. And there you go. You have a raw pad thai full of nutrient-dense minerals. I add some avocado, sauerkraut, and some more nori. Okay, I'm starving. I'm really excited to eat this because I've been doing other videos and other filming all day. So let's dive into this alien bowl. Super good, super mineral rich, super full of iodine, and this has the 3 types of seaweed in it. So we've got nori, we've got kelp, and we have dulse. And it's very important right now to get this on our planet because our planet's pretty radiated everywhere. And so we need this to protect our thyroid and our whole body. So get in your iodine with these yummy noodles. I'm all about the green juices, and the celery pure juice is wonderful and everything, but there's also other great vegetables to add in every now and again. So, don't neglect those. So I got some cucumber and also green apple for the malic acid for the liver, and I've got some chard. So all kinds of things. Ooh, I think lime or lemon as well. And it's just the best. I usually like to have it on an empty stomach actually in the afternoon because it gets so hot and dry in Sedona. And so it's really nutritive getting those minerals in, which actually gives me a boost in the afternoon. And then I am ready to go for the rest of the day. Favorite part. Yay for the second sauce of the day. This is my famous raw dill sauce with sprouted sunflower seeds that are just soaked. And then all you do is you just add some salt, some olive oil, and of course some delicious lemon juice, some balsamic vinegar, and some garlic, of course. And ideally you use raw dill because it's so much better, but you can use dry, and it's just blended up and delicious. Now this is buckwheat. Hello. You may not have ever seen it before, but this is grain-free. It's just a seed. So it's amazing, very digestible. And this is soaking and it gets all gooey. So we want to make sure to rinse it off. But this is what we're going to be using for the falafels instead of legumes, which is more digestible generally for most people. So you're just going to rinse off all the kind of like gooey stuff with really clean water and then blend it in the food processor. And this is what it comes out looking like. I added sprouted pecans as well to this mix, which makes it delicious. We're going to add some parsley, some chard, really hiding in so many delicious greens into the mix, and garlic, of course. So now you have the ground buckwheat with the amazing pecans, and you're just going to add a bunch of spices. More the merrier. Again, it's very important. This is why most vegan food tastes crappy. So we're adding lots of cardamom and coriander and cumin into the mix, and it just makes it absolutely delicious. So this is what it looks like, and then we're going to mix it all together. Okay, when you're working in these big batches, which you can always have, you need to use your hands because spoons just don't work. And then you can infuse lots of loving, really good energy into the food as you're mixing it up, so it's all the best. Now, I fry them up in either a coconut oil or grapeseed oil, but you don't have to. You could dehydrate these so that we have 100% raw meal day. And here's what it looks like. It's so delicious, and I pair it always with a Greek salad with all kinds of yummy veggies, red wine vinegar, olive oil, and a little bit of dried oregano. Okay, so it is raw brownie time, and I'm soaked and dehydrated these pecans and Brazil nuts. Definitely love walnuts in this recipe. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some medicinal powders, such as some maca and some medicinal mushrooms into the mix so that we're not adrenalizing with the cacao. And gonna add that cacao in a little later. So I'm gonna blend this now all dry so that it goes into a fine powder before adding the liquids. So now adding the liquids, the maple syrup, the vanilla, this little bit of salt and coconut oil. And the key to the raw desserts is that the things that congeal are going to hold it together, such as the coconut oil and the maple syrup. So then you just spread it out, put it in the fridge, and then after it's cooled down a bit, then you can cut it and it's ready to go.
All right, so that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed my What I Eat in a Day Spring edition, and if you do want any of the recipes, they're in the link below, so go check out my free recipe book. And if you like this video, I would love for you to click like, subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notifications every time I do new videos, and comment below to share with me what your favorite spring recipes are. Have a great day!